Welcome, my name is Megan. So today's video I've decided to film as kind of a use my coping skills with me. I have some anxiety, I have bipolar disorder, but this particular instance was a really bad nightmare that just threw me completely off. I've been living with mental illnesses for about 12 years now, so I have some experience in utilizing different strategies to try to make myself feel better. And so today I thought I would film the process of showing you how I navigate when I am kind of unexpectedly not feeling well mentally. You will see it took several tries of several different things before I finally found something that made me feel back up to myself again. Enjoy! Good morning, world. I had a really bad morning and I thought I would get out a little video camera to talk about what I do when I have a bad morning. I woke up about 7 a.m. I usually wake up at 9, so I woke up at 7 a.m. with the most panic-inducing nightmare. I'm having kind of a bad situation going on right now. It's making me very anxious. The nightmare was close, not real. It wasn't something that had actually happened. It wasn't like a memory, but close enough that it was freaky. Panicking, crying, sweating, bad. I decided to run into my mom's room. So my mom was already awake, and I ran in. I'm like, can I sit on your bed for a minute? Because I just had a really bad nightmare, and I'm holding my teddy bear. I'm 24 years old. I knew being around another human being who could talk to me would have been really helpful. So I did that. She asked me some questions. She hugged me. She got me another stuffed animal, so I was hugging that one. It helped, it helped kind of bring me back from a panic state into a regular state. That's a coping skill I've started to use more often. So after that, she needed to go. So I made my breakfast and she leaves. And I come upstairs. I was actually thinking of locking the doors. I thought having physically being shut in would be feeling safe. However, I weighed that against the thing I would miss out on if I did that, which is this little creature. She, of course, came in and laid on my lap. And what I kind of did was my normal morning. I ate my breakfast, I scrolled social media. I figured, okay, I guess I'm just getting up early. And I thought I would take the extra 2 hours to do my cozy morning stuff. I wanted to spend that extra time doing something that was going to make me feel calm and happy. So about 9:30, I started to get really tired, and I took a nap. I've been trying to not nap lately. I've been feeling kind of low energy. Not depression, but the beginnings of maybe it could be. I've been really trying to crack down on sleeping only during sleeping time. Because sleeping too much contributes to my depression. I set a timer, and this little creature snuggled up right next to me. We took a nap, and that made me feel better. So right now it's 10:15, and I've kind of decided that I've babied myself for a little while, which was the correct thing to do. It felt really good. But now the correct thing to do is start on my day. I have some schoolwork to do today, and so I gotta kind of get moving and grooving. And the way I always get moving and grooving is with my morning routine. Figured I would take you along with me while I did that and check in. Right now I'm feeling heavy, tired, kind of crusty in the eyes. Not physically crusty, just emotionally crusty. Still kind of anxious. A very important component of my morning routine is peppy music to get me going. I got my Bluetooth earbuds right here. I already feel the blood flowing a little bit more. The more I do, the residual anxiety is shrinking, but it's not gone. And the music helps. The uplifting kind of the beat and lyrics is probably the most helpful part of this whole process. So skincare does have a special way of calming me down. There's a physical touch aspect to it. And there's also something nice, fresh feeling about washed face and brushed teeth. I'm not where I'd like to be before I start my schoolwork, and I've been putting off getting dressed. And I feel like that's a very common thing for me when I'm not feeling well, is to just want to stay noodled up in my pajamas. These pajamas are actually from 2 nights ago, and probably need a new set. So I'm going to force myself into new clothes despite the fact that it's not what my brain wants, because I know that it's good for me. I'm going to be kind to myself and put on comfortable clothes. Okay, I did it. Comfy clothes. We've got a fun checkered sports bra and a blue comfy fleece. I think it's actually somewhat flattering. I do want to look good, sometimes that's a mental boost. It's a tough line between comfy and good. And then right here I have yoga pants. These are also my most kick-ass flattering yoga pants. No makeup today because I am not feeling it. Overall, after the morning routine, like anxiety check, I'm not where I'd like to be. I still feel unsettled. I still feel volatile. I still feel icky and not good and uncomfortable. And if I listened to what my mental state was telling me, I would crawl back into bed. I know that the right thing to do is to move my schedule around a little bit so that I am not working for a little while. And then in that time that I've gained, to do some proactive self-care measures. So not just crawling back into bed and being miserable, as much as that sounds very tempting, but to try to do things that I know in the past have soothed me when I feel this way. Okay, I got myself set up for what is now going to be a half hour and then of self-care. I'm not going to try to cut it short. I gave myself half an hour. I'm taking half an hour. Come here, hi. I'm set up in bed, but I'm not just gonna lie here, because I know for me, that doesn't work. I just agitate more. Really, the big focus for me right now is temperature. I know that when I'm feeling just vaguely unstable and a little bit uncomfortable, that heat is a good tool for me. So I've got a heating pad behind my back, and I've got this little guy. This is a warmie. You put him in the microwave for a minute and he's warm. So I'm kind of hugging him. I have a warm cup of tea. I've also got over here a bottle of water. And then over here I have a little DIY fidget. These are just pipe cleaners that I twisted into kind of corkscrew shapes and then twisted around each other. I haven't busted this one out in a while, so I'm gonna be noodling on that a little bit. Lastly, I've got my computer open and I've got some YouTube. I'm using YouTube on purpose instead of like Instagram or Reddit or some of the social medias I kind of frequent. Watching more long form content I find more helpful for me. But I wanted something that was just good old fun. All right, I'll check back in later. "15 minutes down, 15 minutes to go." Much better. This was a situation where relaxing and coping tools have definitely helped more in this 15 minutes than my 45 minutes of trying to kind of ramp myself up and be productive. Sometimes the only way to know whether it's a be productive kind of coping strategy or a rest kind of coping strategy that's going to work is to try. So I'm just checking in one last time. I think I'm back to kind of my normal self. I did about an hour, or exactly an hour of schoolwork, got 2 big assignments done. I feel like I was productive. I feel like I was capable of doing them without getting anxious or frustrated. And I am really glad that I took that extra half hour to rest. It's really difficult when you are living with a mental illness, because sometimes the answer to your problems is to get up and get moving, and sometimes the answer to your problems is to rest and take care of yourself. And it's really difficult to determine in the moment which one of those is the correct answer, but they're opposites, right? So you're kind of stuck choosing one or the other. I tried to be productive kind of before I was ready, and it was okay as a coping strategy, but then I found that that half hour of rest really helped. And if I had just done that in the first place, perhaps I would not have wasted so much time, but you know. So here I am, it's about 1 p.m. now. I'm filming the intro and the conclusion. Hi. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know if you enjoyed it, if it spoke to you, if you got any ideas, if you learned something. Let me know if you felt that you related to this video, if you have issues that sometimes shake you pretty badly and that you have to try several things to get them to work and to stay on top of it. I sometimes feel like very jealous of people who don't suffer from mental issues in one way or another because their brains just work for them, like, correctly, like almost all the time. And that sounds like a very good time. I am thankful the situation was relatively mild. I've done a lot over the past 12 years to try to manage my condition, to learn what works for me. I'm very actually proud of myself for getting to a point where this doesn't take me out for the whole day, where most of the time I do pretty well. If you're watching this from a space of like, you also are struggling with something mental related and you're not at a comfortable place yet, I want to let you know that I had lost all hope before I got here too. I'm here with you, and I hope you get to a point where even if your mental issues aren't completely resolved, that you are able to kind of relatively quickly get back on your feet and back to doing the stuff you care about, the stuff that's important to you. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it down below. If you have any thoughts, ideas, suggestions, hot tips for what you do when you're feeling like this, any of that, please leave it below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.